Myself, Dr. Bibhuti Singh, PG Department of Zoology, D.A.V PG College, Siwan, Bihar. Today, we are going to talk about biting mechanism of a snake. This topic is most important for B.Sc. Part 2 Zoology Honours, Paper 4th. This topic includes point number 1, poison apparatus of a snake. Point number 2, biting mechanism of a snake. Point number 3, a snake venom and poisonous snake in India. Actually, the scientific study of a snake is called herpetology. The snake are elongated, legless, carnivorous reptilians. The systematic position and scientific classification is kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Reptilia, order Squamata, clade Ophidia, suborder Serpents. Actually, such classifications is given by the Linnaeus 1758. Most species are non-venomous and those have a venom used to kill and subdue prey rather than the self-defense, and some possesses venom potent enough to cause painful injury or death to humans. There are more than 3,000 species of a snake in this world. About 600 species are venomous. Now, I discuss about the poison apparatus of a snake. Actually, the poison and venom both are the toxic in nature. If an animal has a special apparatus or a structure to inject toxin in the body of the enemy, it is called the venomous. All the poisonous snakes have poison apparatus in their heads, which is not found in non-poisonous snakes. The poisoned apparatus includes 1. Poison glands, 2. Poison ducts, 3. Fangs. Poison glands, two sac-like poison glands, are situated one on either inner side of the upper jaws. These are possibly the modified of salivary gland. Its stretching during biting squeezes poison from gland into the duct. Poison ducts, a narrow poison ducts leads anteriorly from each poison gland to the base of poison fangs to enter its groove or canal. Number 3, fangs. Fangs are shortened specialized teeth attached to maxillary bones. They are long, curved, shaped, and pointed. They serve as hypodermic needles for injecting poisons into the body of victims. Then after, I discuss about the structure of fangs. Actually, the fangs are sharply pointed and enlarged maxillary teeth. A snake inject or eject the venoms by the two hollow maxillary teeth called fangs. Fangs are long sharply pointed and hook-like, being extremely hard and calcified with a superficial enamel layers. Fangs regenerate when lost. This is very important. According to the structural differences of poisonous fangs, these are as follows. Number 1, open type, and number 2, closed type. This is quite difference between the open type and closed type fangs. Open type, example cobra, the poison groove is open. Number 2, closed type, in the case of the vipers, the poison groove forms a tunnel having 2 openings, one at the base and one near the apex. So just you can see the diagrammatical presentation of poison apparatus. This is the viper head and show the poison apparatus. Next, the structure, head of rattlesnake showing poison apparatus. According to the position of poison fangs, most of snakes have several tooth bearing bones, including the premaxilla, maxilla, pterygoids, etc. in the upper jaws and are the dentine in the lower jaws. The teeth of modern snakes are classically divided into 4 types. These are number 1, solenoglyphous fangs. Example, vipers and rattlesnake. A large functional fangs occurs on the front of each maxilla. The fangs are movable and turned inside to lie close to the roof of the mouth when it is closed. Number 2, proteroglyphous fangs. Example, cobra, carets, coral snakes and sea snakes. Fangs are small at the front of maxilla and permanently erect. Number 3, opistoglyphous fangs. Opistoglyphous fangs. Example, some poisonous snake in family. The fangs are small, lie at the back of the maxillae and each groove along a posterior borders. Next, 4, aglyphous. This is the very simplest tooth. B.Sc snakes have aglyphous teeth or normal teeth without either a groove or hollow tube. You can see the important structure. And A, solenoglyphous fangs in LS longitudinal section. B, solenoglyphous fangs in TS transverse section. And another C, the entire groove fangs. And so all the solenoglyphous and solenoglyphous TS entire groups etc. are also represent the main structure of fangs. Biting mechanism. The skull and jaws bone of poisonous snakes are very flexible. This is the important features. The snake skull is the very flexible. They are loosely or movably articulated. Thus, allowing a considerable degree of adjustment and during the act of swallowing or striking. Mechanism for biting serves two main purposes. Number one, erection of fangs. Number two, injections of poison into the victim's body. Muscles associated with a snake biting mechanisms. The poison apparatus is associated with a specialized muscles, A. Digastric muscles, number 2 sphenopterygoid muscles, number 3 constrictor muscles, number D4 temporalis muscles. Actually, when a viper wants to strike, a series of movements occurs in chain. Contraction of digastric muscles lowers the mandibles, so the mouth opens and lower end of quadrate thrusts forwards. This is turn push forward the pterygoids. This is also added by the contraction of sphenopterygoid muscles. The forward pull the pterygoid, in turn the transverse or ectopterygoids upwards. This causes the maxilla bearing fangs to rotate. This causes the maxilla bearing fangs to rotate through 90 degrees. As a result, the fangs become vertically erect and it is most effective positions to strike. This is the important sign. A simultaneous stretching or contraction muscles around the poisons ducts into the canal or groove fangs to be injected into the victims when mouth is closed in the prey, which is drawn into the mouth. Actually, the diagrams show the snake mouth open when striking. Actually, the snake mouth open when striking. Diagrams showing the opening and closing of mouth. A snake biting mechanism, there are 4 distinct phases when a poisonous snake bites. Next, the strikes. Second, opening of the mouth and elevations of the fangs, closure of mouth and injection of venom, and retractions of the fangs. This is the important phases. You can see the such type of diagrams and show the rotations of skulls of bones and skull bone of poisonous snake. Then after, I discuss about the snake venom or poison. A snake venom or poisons. The snake venom or poison is secreted by the shortened poison glands found in the head of snakes and injected into the body of bitten prey, the fangs serving as hypodermic needles. Actually, or naturally, venoms is a strictly liquid or faint, yellow or greenish color. It is tasteless and odorless and acidic in reaction. It is complex mixture of enzyme and toxic, and it is a good digestive juice. On the basis of action of the body of the victims, there are different types of the venoms are as follows. A. Hemotoxins. Number B. Neurotoxins. C. Endotheliotoxins. D. Cardiotoxins. Hemotoxins, example vipers, and they cause blood cells destructions. B. Neurotoxins, example cobra, karat, they cause damage the nervous system or they directly affect the nervous system. C. Endotheliotoxins, example vipers, they are damage the capillary endotheliums, and cardiotoxins, they damage to the heart. Poisonous snake in India. Actually, the common poisonous snakes are cobras, karats, pit vipers, etc. All have poison glands and some of their maxillary teeth modified into fangs. So you can see the first of all cobra. This is cobra snake, and cobra snake is the common Indian cobra, and scientific name is the naza naza. Is the most common and deadly poisonous snake of India. King cobra, the scientific name is king cobra, is the naza hana. This is Ophiophagous in nature. Actually, Ophiophagous, this is the branch of science and deals with the study of Ophiophagous, means those animals are eat the snake. This is the Ophiophagous. So the king cobra are the Ophiophagous. Number 2, karat. The scientific name of the karat, Bungarus fasciatus, and this is the banded karat, is more restricted in northern India. A specific feature of karat, the poisons is 3 times as virulent as that of cobra. Another, you can see the vipers. The largest Indian pitless vipers is the Russell's viper. It is about 1.5 meters long, and it is nocturnal, and nocturnal means the active in night, and this is nocturnal, viviparous, terrestrials, and feeds chiefly on mice. Means the favorite food of a snake is mice. The last one, conclusions. After going through the above account, the snake belongs to the class Reptilia. There are large varieties of snakes found across India. Cobra, karats, vipers, etc. are the more virulent snake in India. A snake bite is an injury caused by the bite of the snakes, especially a venomous snake. Thanks.